This is the Cineon C35 version 3 from Axisflying. They are currently selling the frame on its own, which comes in 3 colours with or without the light strip. The colours available are Sunset Orange, Celestial Blue and Orchid Purple. The carbon plate is T700, it's 3.5mm thick and the wheelbase is 160mm. The stack and VTX mounting holes are 20mm and 25.5mm M2 and the motor mounting holes are 9 and 12mm M2. It's 211 grams, including the 3D prints, and takes a maximum of a 3.5-inch propeller. The frame on its own is $44.90 or £37, and the light strip and controller comes in at an extra $12.90 or £10.60. You can also buy what I have here, which is the frame, stack, motors, GPS and prop kit, and it comes in 3 versions. No RX for use with the DJI RC, 2.4 ELRS or 915 TBS versions. The C35 is designed for cinematic filming, but it does just fine at basic freestyle. Axis are claiming 12 minutes of flight time, 10 minutes with a GoPro, and that's with a 2200 mAh 6S LiPo, and Axis recommend 1050 to 2200 mAh is used. With an O3 unit, it weighs 405 grams. We'll be using the Avonic 1800 and 1550 because that's what we have. The XT60 is built into the frame, which I like. There's less chance of it being damaged in my opinion. There's a GPS module in the front. This keeps it completely away from the VTX and antennas to prevent any interference. It has dual antennas here on the side. This improves signal coverage, which is also a good idea. At the front is a USB-C. This is connected in size to the VTX, meaning you can update the O3 unit or get your footage without opening up the body. We have a second USB here. This is connected to your flight controller. This is for use with Betaflight or updating. The motors are Axisflying C206s. They're 1960 kV. The windings are very neat and they provide plenty of power. You get all the hardware you need in the kit. You get anti-slip battery pad on the drone and a spare one, and you also get 2 battery straps which are very good quality. If we undo these 7 screws, we can access the electronics and install the VTX. Once you've removed the 7 screws, you can open the hinge and reveal everything inside. Be very careful when you do this. You should probably do it with the props off, but because I've already set up my drone in Betaflight, my props are back on. Be very careful when you open it. This black and red wire here is the shortest wire, so I actually disconnected this while I was working on the drone. So my version is the 2.4 ELRS. You can see the antennas here, and the receiver is right here on top of the AIO. So if you remember, we have a USB on top of the drone that's for the flight controller, and that's connected to here. And there's a wire that comes down the middle from the USB at the front that plugs into your air unit. The stack is a new upgraded AIO. If you want the details, I'm going to put them on the screen now. Just pause the video if you want to read it. I'm not going to tell you how to install the O3 unit, but I will put on the screen the order in which I did things, which will hopefully make things a little bit easier for you. One thing I did do was I removed the USB port. This made connecting the O3 unit to the flight controller much easier. The standard 10cm O3 cable is going to be very restricting, so I cut mine and I added in some wire to make it longer. Shops do sell 15 and 20cm ones, so you can buy one if you want. Lastly, the yellow S-bus cable. If you're not using the DJI RC, you need to disconnect it, cut it, whatever. I just cut mine and taped it off. I have to mention Betaflight as it's shipped with version 4.6. For some reason they've removed the position hold and I've no idea why. It is what it is. So I had to use the web-based version and configurator 11. So go to www.betaflight.com. Now head over to apps on the right and click configurator. I don't need to tell you how to set it up, but I did need to change 2 motor directions, so make sure you check them. The LEDs look pretty cool. Here's some footage from my first flight. I'm not the best pilot, but it was very easy to fly. If you like the video, please consider subscribing and hitting the like button. If you have any questions, pop them in the comments and I will reply. Links will be in the description too. Thanks for watching.